So, hello YouTubers, and today I will be reviewing this. Now, this is the 12th Doctor's Flight Control Tardis. Yes. It is amazing. We have waited a very long time for something like this, and, the fact that it exists is just amazing. So anyway, let's go on to the review. So here is the packaging for the TARDIS, and as you can see, it's reminiscent of previous TARDISes gone by, but it's got that new series design, so you can see here all of its features listed, and on the back of the box as well, all of its features. And wow, there's actually quite a lot compared to previous ones only having 3. Seriously, that is more features, which is always a good thing. On the side of the box, we've just got a picture of the TARDIS and a list of its features again. Now, when you do open the box, the TARDIS is screwed down again. Seriously, why does every single one of these TARDISes have to be screwed down? So, essentially, what this is actually just a larger version of this. The Spin and Fly TARDIS. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is really more like, well, it is just the 10th Doctor's Flight Control TARDIS, but with a bit of a facelift. And I'll get on to that more into the review. But basically, this can just go spin off somewhere else because it cannot hold a light to what this can. See what I did there? I'm never doing jokes again. So let's get into the details. So at the top we've got the police public call box, and we've also got the lantern at the top, which is the same as the Matt Smith one. Essentially this is the Matt Smith Flight Control TARDIS, except this time the windows are clear and transparent, sort of like the Tennant ones. However, these ones seem to be a bit more paler, a bit more opaque, and also the windows here have got white lining rather than, I believe the Tennant one had blue. I don't actually have it at this house, it's at a different house, so there we go, but it looks nice. We've got the police public telephone box. Now this is actually slightly trying to let light through, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. We can see all the text is written on there, and we've got the St. John's ambulance badge, and this one seems to be, although it's still raised, it seems to be printed on, and that compared to the Matt Smith one where I believe it was actually just a sticker. I can't actually tell. And if we open up the doors, I'll put it to the light, that way you can really get a good idea. There is the interior design, which looks really nice, though it does look a bit big. It looks really up close, but the thing is they've used the same sort of backdrop, and even the floor is the same. It's hard to get quite the right lighting on. If I let a bit more light in there, you can just about see it. There you go. You can see it's got the floor, which actually this should all be smooth, but it's not too bad, I guess. It's because they are using essentially the same body and the same push the doors shut. We've also here got the little keyhole, which is nice, and also all around this box we've got the wood grain effect, which is really nice. Again, police public call, and on the back we've still got the same speaker grill and the battery compartment down there. But overall, it does look really nice. Now, onto its features. So on the bottom, we've got an on and off switch. So if we flick that on, the lights will turn on and the lantern will begin to illuminate. And if we just set it down, we can hear a materialization sound effect. and it's pretty hard to see here because I've got such bright lighting, but the thing does light up pretty well. And also, when you open up the doors, you get this nice light sort of flashing as if you're entering into the TARDIS. However, there's a problem. This is the Max Smith sound effects for entering the TARDIS, not the 12th Doctor ones, so whoops. But then it's using all parts and sound chips and that, so anyway, let's lift it up to get the dematerialization sound effect. And if we set it down quickly enough, we should hear a shorter version of the materialization sound effects. No. There we go. And if we lift it up quickly enough, let's see if I can get it right. It's really hard to time this. I don't know if that was it or not, but oh well. And also, if you actually spin the TARDIS, we get some in-flight noises. This is done by pretty much placing your finger on the spindle on the bottom and using the lantern on the top to spin it. And this is also nice that you can cut the sound effect short by simply just opening the door, something not possible on the spin and fly one. Now, if you want to hear a turbulent sound effect, see if the TARDIS is crashing, just give it a bit of a shake. And when you do set it down eventually, the lantern will start to flicker for quite a while. I think it's about 5 or 10 minutes, and then eventually it will go up. The police public call box signing, that lights up, and this lights up as well, though this technically shouldn't light up, and this is the only thing I don't like. I'm just going to switch this off for a second. I would have really liked them, rather than having both of these doors open like that, I would have really liked them to put the telephone in there, even though we don't see it much, and I don't believe Capaldi has used it. He may have done, but I can't remember. But I would really have liked to seen the phone in there, even if this door couldn't open. Sort of like with the 7th Doctor TARDIS. But unfortunately, this door here does not actually open. It is... You actually maybe see my finger behind here, but if you don't like that window sort of lighting up, then there is an easy fix to this. You can actually place something behind it, and now when we turn it on, you can see here it shows up just the plain old white. Well, sort of what I'm holding behind isn't the perfect white. But that's pretty much how you get it to be opaque again. So anyway, here's a video of the TARDIS, and you can see how much better it is in dark lighting. And speaking of which, here is the man himself, the 12th Doctor, in his flight control TARDIS, ready to go off on some adventures. So, that is it for this review, and I will see you next time.